God bless everybody watching the News You Can Use podcast. Um, this is new, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of episodes. We got a lot of news, so let's jump into it. The last one was just like a test run, and I had Lindrum with me, and the sound was off. I'm not gonna delete it. I'm gonna keep it up for now, and we're just gonna move forward. But this is episode one of the News You Can Use podcast. If you want to join in, if you want to send music, if you got talent, if you got a restaurant or anything, tap in with me and I'll support. Well, let's go. So the news on ChriseanRock and Blueface, man. How do y'all feel about that? I'm gonna need y'all to get in the comments and really help me, put this together because we've been watching this for the last two, almost 3 years, right? And it's just been it was great in the beginning. And when I first saw them together on his Blueface Girls Club, I was like, oh man, they definitely gonna have some chemistry because if I was gonna pick somebody out of the group or the people that was there, it would have probably been her. So I'm like, well, we know that's gonna happen. So I had that prediction before probably the world even thought about it. But I'm sure y'all thought the same thing. But let's to the update. Like she has a new man. He's engaged, and he pops up at her house at 4 in the morning. To me, I feel like personally, somebody must have gave him some information and let him know that she wasn't home and that they were watching a child and she was out with her dude and this, that, and this. And I feel like as a father of a son, his instinct was, let me go get my son then. He shouldn't be at home by himself at 4 in the morning. So he go get the child. He ends up with the babysitter, and it ends up on Instagram. Now, are they doing this purposely for views to be bigger than the Kardashians? Because they probably are. That's why I'm sitting here talking about it and you watching. And if they are, I'm applaud them because this is some good scripting. They should be writing movies. You know what I'm saying? This is better than Jerry Springer, Maury, and Medea put together. And it's a lot of coonery going on, but it's fun to watch. And anybody else in this world, y'all know that this happens in real life. If you ever lived in the hood, this type of shit is real. This is not like some scripted shit that I ain't never seen or that ain't new. It just hasn't been on this level or scale to where the world is watching and these people are letting us watch. Um, y'all let me know how y'all feel. But let's move on. So we see all of us, the whole world, because y'all seen it. He went and got the baby at 4 in the morning. I really feel like he was looking for a booty call or see if she was home or who she was around. And that happens. And next we see both of the girls tearing the house up. And we're like, what's going on here? And they're tearing the house up. And Jaden's mad. And I don't really understand why Jaden was mad. I don't get it. But she was mad. And next thing you know, Jaden and Krishan is hanging out at the gas station drunk before they tear up the house and meet with Blueface. So they must have talked and, hashed out their issues, which was great. You know, that would be great for them all to be able to co parent. And I think they were trying to figure out a dramatic way for them to have a reason to be cool. And him being the genius he is, he made it look like it's his fault. And that's pretty cool. That makes sense. So I guess from here, the next move is they're probably all going to end up together. Don't be surprised if they all don't come back together and they come with a show or some type of something to get us intrigued because they're good at this. He's great at this marketing. He's figured out the niche. I figured out the niche. I get it. You got to do what get the views. You got to do what makes it happen. Me personally, I have morals. I believe in a higher power. I'm spiritual. You know, it's God first for me before the money or anything else. So Everybody's different. But it's very intriguing and very funny to watch. And I'm sure you guys love tuning into it yourself. But make sure y'all like and subscribe to this page. If y'all think I should talk about other subjects, or if you want to come and chime in and conversate with me, you're more than welcome. My platform is your platform. Um, let's just keep this going. I'm going to do this commentary every day about different subjects, and we're going to keep it going because this is some news you can use. You can get something from this. I don't know what, but you can get something. Every day you should be able to learn something new. So moving on, Crip Mac is in jail, man. First of all, I want to say free Crip Mac. Crip Mac is somebody I got to know, a little bit through the internet, and we talked, and he was in a group chat with me and my mom. Crip Mac gave me a feature for free. I did a split with him on it, so we both get paid. Y'all go support it. It's on all platforms. It's called No Problems, featuring Crip Mac, me and Lindrum. So y'all go check that out. And just a genuine good dude. I don't think he deserves to be in jail. I don't think he deserves to be in the situations he's in, but he's in the situation. And everybody, things happen. Sometimes everything ain't gonna go great for you. Everything ain't gonna always go out the way you want it to go. Trust me, I know personally it happens to me all the time. People will throw a wrench in the game. I don't know. But allegedly, Crip Mac was in the vicinity of Billy Western and they found it. I don't know, what happened, what's the situation or the due diligence of it, but I know it happened. And I guess he went to jail and he bailed out for it. And he'd been going to court for it and he felt like he was gonna beat it and everything was gonna be okay. And unfortunately when he went to court the other day, the feds picked up the case and he's in federal penitentiary right now as we speak. So free Crip Mac, a good dude. Prayers up for him. Put some prayers in the comment for Crip Mac. Um, Mac Adventures is a dope show. I was watching. I wanted to see it continue. He had the no jumper thing going on. Crip Mac had a lot of good things going on, and you could see Crip Mac changing and becoming a different person, and being able to be a businessman and live a good, fun life. And that's usually when the devil comes to haunt you. So you guys got to watch out for situations and who you're around and what you're doing when you got a lot of good things going. But we're gonna pray for Crip Mac, free Crip Mac, and you know, I think he should be okay. But moving on, we got the Cameron situation with Joe Budden and Melissa Ford. So Cameron, if you haven't seen, he has a podcast called "It Is What It Is," and there's some news you can use. You know what I'm talking about? But he does commentary on NBA sports, and sometimes he'll drop a hot freestyle. Cam still got it, Killer Cam, you still got it, my brother. And that freestyle you dropped was dope. And I feel like you should drop some music too. I feel like you should go really just get back at it because I ain't gonna say what I think about music. That's for another episode. But I think you should drop a tape. But other than that, Cam was telling a story about him and Mace when they were 16 and 17 years old, and they went to a brothel somewhere. I don't know if it was out the country or New York. I think it was in New York. And they go to this brothel. They meet a chick, and then she leaves with them. They take her to the crib, and he talk about how good of a time he had, if you know what I mean. And Melissa Ford from the Joe Budden podcast. Everybody know Melissa Ford. Melissa. Oh, Melissa. Some news you can use. You know what I'm talking about? Melissa. Melissa Ford. Y'all know who Melissa Ford is. If you don't, Go check her out. She a little older now, but boy, look at here. Back in Melissa Ford days. Whew. All right, but yeah. So Melissa Ford said, "Oh, it was young ladies in that brothel. Underage ladies in that brothel." And I think for her to insinuate that and not know the full story was a little bit childish of her, and she should have, asked that man personally in the DM or something. Hey, was this going on in that brothel? Because he's talking about something that happened in 1992, 1991, or 1990 or something. So it wasn't like something recent or new because Nas, well, not Nas, look at me, talking about Nas. Where Nas come from? Nas got that album with Hit Boy. I think that's where that came from. That shit banging. Y'all go check that out. But Mace and Cameron hasn't been around each other in probably the last 20 years. Since Mace was shaking around in that shiny suit with P. Diddy, you know what I'm saying? Once Mace got with Diddy, him and Cam didn't hang out no more. So that was when Mace was a young man, obviously. But she wasn't thinking, I guess, or she wanted to take a shot at Cam. And it was a good shot, maybe Cam, Cam was a player. Killer Cam, y'all know the songs, man. Killer Cam, Cam, Killer. I'm not doing a good job at it. Don't quote me. Don't get mad at me if I ain't saying the words right either. I know the song. I heard Purple Haze, bro. I know the song. I love Killer Cam music, bro. You know what I'm saying? Free Max B. But she insinuated Cam might have been messing around with them young little, thotty bodies in a brothel. And I'm like, how the thotty bodies get in the brothel and how the young Cam and Mace get in the brothel? But that's a word for another conversation, and we don't know. You know what I'm saying? But they go back and forth. But in my mind, I'm like, Melissa Ford must have been looking for a reason, have something to say about Cam. And for her to insinuate something like that is real detrimental to his career, knowing all this stuff going on with Diddy and Bill Cosby and O.J. Simpson and Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. Why would she insinuate something like that when you got Michael Jackson, Prince, well, we ain't gonna talk about all that, Jeffrey Epstein. No, we ain't gonna talk about that. But what we is gonna talk about is, before you know the full story about somebody or you hear exactly what's going on, I don't think it's really that good for you to just be blurting out a little bit of anything. People do that all the time. They hear what they want to hear and then they go at you. And I don't feel like that's from a person of a good heart or a person that's trying to be a good human being. I don't know if she did it for content or she did it out of spite or she did it out of hate because people do things out of spite. People hate all the time. People are like that, People love to tear the next person down because a lot of people don't love themselves. And I don't know Melissa Ford personally. I just know people. But y'all tell me in the comments how y'all feel about that situation. But for me, it felt like a little shade. You know what I'm saying? I'm up under the tree, but you still throwing shade. You know what I'm talking about? So she's a little shady with that one. And I don't think that was too cool of her. As beautiful as she is, she's too pretty to be insinuating things like that. She should be a woman of how Sade is with her music, a smooth operator. She's not operating too smooth if you ask me. But that was the news you can use for today. I'm gonna give y'all some more. The next I'm gonna go in on Adam, because Adam been handing his wife out to any black dude that's accepting to take her. And I feel like once she got with the first black dude, you know how that go. Once you go black, you ain't going back. So she let Adam know, hey, if you still want to be with me, you gotta let me get that BBC. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh, but that's the 22, catch 22. You know what I'm saying? We be reading between the lines. You know what I'm saying? You culture vultures ain't gonna get away with everything, and you should have never let your wife sleep with a black man with a BBC. You know what I'm talking about? That might not go well for y'all, fellas. Y'all learning a lesson. Don't let your wife sleep with the BBC. You know what I'm saying? But I want to thank everybody. I have to say this. I want to thank everybody who's watching this channel, because you guys are the people who made my top op freestyle go viral. And I only put out like a 30-second video, and I'm gonna put out the full video real soon. And I'm probably gonna do it with that Cinco, aka that Sheba. And us spreading the word of God and coming where we come from is real different than what a lot of people are doing in music right now. And everybody talking about they on demon time. Well, look, I'm on God's time, and demons is my ops. So y'all my top op. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get at it like that. In a positive, genuine, nice way. We gonna get at it. But right now, to support me, you can go on any streaming platform and get my new song called God Got You, featuring Lindrum. Yep, Lindrum Productions. Yep, that guy with the Face Records and all that. Yeah, that guy helped me put this record together. And if you ask me, it's a classic. It's already doing numbers. It's doing great, but it could do better. Help me push this so I could push the culture. And if you're an up and coming artist, I want you to come on my platform. I'm gonna do an interview with you. We can listen to your music. We can talk. If you're an artist and you want to talk about your clothes or your art or whatever, whatever you do, don't be scared to get at me in the DMs on my Instagram under Compton_Surf God. Like and subscribe to this video right here. I'm going to be going live every day because this is some news that you can use. God bless you and everybody who watching this and supporting me. I appreciate it, and you highly blessed. All praises to the Most High. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. So I'm on a whole nother time with a whole nother vibration. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to get up out of here. This is some news you can use, and I'm signing out.